Hey everyone, and it is tarot time, and so we're looking at the influences of this week. What energies are coming into our lives, how we can embed it into our consciousness, how we can get the most out of this week if we are aware of the influences, right? So Sunday starts out here with a beautiful vibe. We're really getting it together. It seems to be really nice and cozy with friends or family. There is a sense of celebration. Of course, it is Labor Day weekend, so that could be it. Some of you are going to extend it into Monday, but the gathering here, it's of like-minded, like hearts, so there's just this beautiful energy now just raising up in our heart chakras. Share and spend that time here in a genuine way by being open. And also, not just sharing, but be a good listener too, because there's people around you here that have things that they want to bring out to you. And when we listen, we're actually giving, aren't we? So that is equally as important. But I do see here there's an inspiration coming in here on Sunday. And for some of you, this could actually be the beginning of a start of a certain goal. If it clicks, if it resonates on higher levels for you, whatever this thought is, you can actually take it, even though you might not be able to act on this idea today, maybe not even tomorrow, but don't forget it. Hang on to it, because I'm seeing for some of you, you're really hitting some kind of a core of your essence that you want to expand upon down the road. Looking in here to Monday and Tuesday, work here is now just a little bit on the side, and at least for those of you here in the States, because it's still holiday, it is Labor Day. However, though, for those in the rest of the world, and of course we have from very many countries and continents there, work for you, I'm saying there's as if you have all your ducks in a row to a certain degree. There's one thing here that I see that you're waiting on. It might be for somebody to get back with you, to give you a green light, or maybe you're waiting for that certain inspiration to kick in. Hopefully, whatever it was that you were listening to here in your higher mind on Sunday might just be it, the it factor that can really turn a corner for you. There's a little travel today. Be careful out there on the highways, whatnot. Short distance, not really the long distance travel is what's coming up, but that's probably more so for those of you here in the US with your extended weekend. Just be careful, it could be busy on the roads here today. But I see a big smile on your face, so you've had a great time, and this is good. Why? Well, it's so rejuvenating, right? So looking here at Tuesday, well, Tuesday holds a certain shift. And when I say a shift, again, it's our thoughts, it's our minds. And in that, as we shift and we pay attention to what's going on the inside, we can see it actually reflect out there in the external world. Now, some of you are really gung-ho to go get what it is now that you've been thinking and pondering upon these last couple of days. You'll get straight to action. For that, it is great. Now, for another few of you, I'm also seeing that in order to get to where you're wanting to go, choices might need to be made. And I see you vacillating from the one end of the stick to the other. Should I go this direction or should I go this direction? Now, whenever you're vacillating like that, give yourself a little time. Why? Because we never want to act when we are in doubt, right? We want to wait for that inner confirmation to hit you like a lightning bolt. You know when you're ready, so wait for that. Now, I'm seeing, as you're letting go of whatever it is that you need to maybe finalize, so you don't, mix all your cards and disperse your energies too much. But once you complete that one thing so you can walk away from it, then I see you taking off to higher grounds. And there's excitement there. Why? Well, you have the High Priestess, and she's guiding you. That's your higher self. It's one of your guardian angels. It's like, pay attention to what's happening out here. I know that so many of you pick up signs. It could be a piece of music that you hear, that there's messages in it. Some of you might see a name alongside a wall of a house or something. Any kind of external sign that kind of lines up with the synchronicity that's going on in your life, well, then you know that you're onto something, that you're on track. We love, love, love when synchronicity takes place. Then we know we're on the right track, right? So here around Wednesday, and depending on where you are in the world, we got 24 hours difference and whatnot, right? A little bit stress, okay? And let me tell you why and what the circumstances could be. There is a load of thoughts, and I'm feeling that these thoughts might be something that you've been carrying for a while in your mind. Ask yourself, what is it you've been worrying about? Where have you been fretting or overthinking something or carrying some burdens in a specific situation? And maybe you've done this gracefully and it looks like you might have been doing it over time. Why? Because I can see how it's been piling onto an enlonged situation. Now that is coming to a halt pretty soon. But a situation today will be brought up. You might have discussions or some interaction here. And I feel there is a man that could come in to be quite supportive. If you share with him, he'll give you a very blunt answer, okay? He's very direct, and I see that you trust him because of it, because he's not just a yay-sayer. That doesn't really always do the trick. It's when we can hear the raw truth that we can get that perspective on a situation or important situations. And so from it, well, here it's more aligning itself with your inner truth and what resonates in your heart. And let me just give you a little tips there, because why? If whenever you're working out a situation or an issue and you ask your mind as you're looking for some solution, well, your mind is the mental level. And of course your mind it's like a computer. It will give you 10,000 different answers, responses. You could do this, or that, and we get lost, right? But that's just the way the mind works, right? But if you really need to find your direction, always ask your heart. Your heart's like a brain in itself, but it is so simplified because it relates to and connects to truth. Now, your heart can either just give you a yes or a no, that this feels right or wrong, or that it's good or bad. Now, I mean, how simple is that? This is the seat of intuition. And yes, it acts like a brain. It acts as an emotional brain. And so you'll never get lost when you always go here, not here. This is good for computing other things, logical things and whatnot, of course, right? But the emotional part is always never going to lie to you, because that's where you will always find your truth. Is it right or wrong? Does it feel good or bad, right? Remember that. Anyway, there's a shift coming up there midweek, Wednesday coming into Thursday. And Thursday, well, here there is some either interaction or news from a married couple. And there's good news coming here. And this is with something that they have been working on. I think you're quite aware of who that might be and what they have been trying for or wanting to get out there. This is close friends, could be maybe somebody in the family as well. But their conflict, and it's not a conflict between the two of them, they're doing really great. There's a lot of love there. But it's this situation that seems to have been like touch and go, on and off, challenging them, trying to move forward, up against the wall, and a little bit of setbacks and whatnot. Now, there's news that finally something is coming together. There's like a key now that can open up. So you shouldn't be waiting too long to hear about that good news. And you're really happy for them as well. Coming up towards the end of the week, Friday and so forth, well, this is a day here where your spirit guide is really close. Pay attention to those signs that we're speaking about. See if you're in synchronicity, if you are in that flow. Because when serendipity takes place, well then we don't bump into all these roadblocks, right? We just actually flow. But there is a couple of roadblocks. There are a couple of those bumps in the road, and it is coming from the past, or somebody from the past might be reaching out. And if there was anything that was left undone, unfinished business, or any unfinished communication between the two of you, well, this is a great time to catch up and put that in place, reconnect, refresh, and so forth. And no kidding, we also do have Mercury retrograde, which can bring people and incidents from the past back up into the now, so that we can pick up and continue to work through things. So that's probably what this is all about. The past is showing here that whoever it is that's reaching out to you, and it might be you reaching out to somebody as well, it shows that you've had a really good relationship there. It's just that it's been a while, okay? There's a lot of memories, so you're going to be going down memory lane here as well. Come Saturday, end of the week here, well, your home is showing up. So time to relax, time to get a few things in order. I see how you're balancing your time today. There's things that you want to complete here in your foundation at home. And there's also you needing to run out and get some things, some chores, errands, and so forth done. So you're really doing a great job of time management today, because you're putting a lot into your schedule. But I don't see it as being stress. Not all stress is negative stress. Sometimes it's just showing that we're really active, we're up and out, and we're doing and we're completing. So by the end here, as you can relax into your Saturday evening, you feel quite successful. And of course, the success on that is you just thinking, I did it, I got it all done. And of course, that's just, always a great feeling, because now you can put your feet up, have a great time, and enjoy your Saturday evening here. So listen, guys, this is what we had for your Tarot Weekly. There is also your Astro Weekly, so you want to go and listen to that too, and see what the planets have in store for you day by day, all right? See you soon, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.